Brock Pierce, Managing Director of the Clearstone Global Gaming Fund. Thank you for being with us, Brock. I really enjoyed your talk, and during your talk, which was titled The Rise of the Private Investor, you shared your feeling that it's a good time to be a private investor. Why?
Well, I think that the dynamics over the last 20 years have changed, where the public investor has gone from capturing the lion's share of the value to that value being captured by the private investor. And it was so in favor of the public investor historically that the public investor was capturing 99% of the terminal value of emerging tech companies specifically, and similar across many industries. That's now changed, where the public company investor is capturing maybe 50% of the terminal value, maybe less, and in some cases the private investor is capturing more than 100% of the terminal value. So I think it's an excellent time to be a private investor. That sounds horrible, but anyway, I'll try and shorten that for you too.
No problem.
I think it's a great time to be a private investor. The markets have shifted from public investors capturing the vast majority of value being created by emerging companies and new trends to the private investors capturing most, if not all of it. If you take a look at the big public companies today that have gone out in the last couple of years, most of them are down, and only a few are up. Interesting, Tesla.
Yes.
Got to get one of those.
You can hear it. Good ears. Okay, and advice that you might be able to share with you investors when they're selecting a business or businesses to invest in?
Well, I think understand your risk profile and understand the risk profile of the investment. Try to have some underlying understanding of some aspect of the business you're investing in that you can evaluate it on. Try to be in a market that's growing. I would also be looking at, trust your gut. Get a feel for that business, and if it excites you, you think that business is going to deliver your return. And, well, quite frankly, it doesn't always have to excite you. Actually, some of the best returns are from boring, kind of nuts and bolts businesses. But at least get a feel for what it is that you're doing, and make sure that it feels right.
Great. Okay. And so you're obviously well known in the gaming industry, and I just want to know initially what attracted you to the gaming industry.
Well, I grew up in the media business, and speaking of markets that are growing, flat or in decline, I think of media as kind of having being a tripod. There being three legs to that stool, kind of the film and television business, the music business, and I saw the games business as being part of that. And I was an early player in what was kind of the interactive media industry, and we talked about, when is interactive entertainment coming? When is interactive entertainment coming? And I said, it's already here. They're called video games. We have interactive entertainment. These are, this is entertainment where you have the ability to affect the outcome of the non-linear storyline. And then, having been a gamer my whole life, having seen that market was continuing to grow, and predicting that interactive entertainment was going to continue to be a greater and greater and more popular form of entertainment, I said, I'm going to go from movies and video sort of production to games. Long-winded answer, but...
No, that was great. You really condensed it very well. Thank you. And lastly, as the founder and a co-founder of 7 different companies, I'm sure you've seen your share of ups and downs, and hopefully more ups than downs, and just any words of wisdom that you could impart to you investors as they experience potential challenges.
Well, I think there's actually more downs than ups, mostly because you're panicking half the time, and you don't realize how good things are going sometimes until after they've gone. So I mean, I've dealt with many bad experiences. Companies running out of money, story of my life. Business, losing key members of the management team and having major voids that need to be filled. It seems like it happens every time. I mean, I could go on and on and on about horror stories. I mean, the main thing that I think, at least, I'm going to give you the entrepreneur's sort of experience. A successful entrepreneur normally is someone that has got great tenacity, incredible perseverance, and willing to do the things even though everyone around them is telling them that's not going to work. And that's having confidence in yourself, believing in what you're doing, and the business that you're working on or have invested in, and having an opinion. You have to have an opinion. You got to think. And I suggest building a playbook. Figure out kind of the five strategies that you use in evaluating that investment prior to making it, and you start to build your playbook around what to do when you got problems too. Got a few of those.
Great. Any last thoughts or no?
No, I was just a joke came to mind.
Oh, let's talk. I love jokes.
Well, there's a joke about old CEO, new CEO, transition occurring. The old CEO is meeting with the new CEO, and the new CEO says, "Well, what can you tell me? What about the business? What do I need to know? What am I going to do when I run into problems?" And the old CEO says, "Don't worry. I'm just going to give you these 3 letters, and every time you encounter a problem, open one." And he's like, "Well, that's it?" He's like, "Yeah, don't worry." So he hands him the 3 letters. CEO leaves. New CEO steps in. Management is nice. Things are going well. Company's performing. About a year into his tenure, business hits a stumbling block. Revenues are going to be missed. Quarter is going to be a disaster. And he's like, "Oh, what do I do?" He remembers, I got those 3 envelopes in my drawer. He opens up the first one, pulls it out, and it says, "Blame me." Okay, well, he's like, "Okay, yeah, the old CEO, he was horrible, made bad strategic decisions, and for whatever reason, that's led to the company's horrible performance." The investors become comfortable, things continue on, they get through that difficult period through hard work, and things continue to be good again. And a year later, they run into, again, substantial problems. They're going to miss their quarterly earnings. Everybody's starting to panic. CEO is like, "What am I going to do?" Jump off a bridge. "Oh, wait, I got those letters. Let me open up another." He opens it up, and it says, "Blame the market." "Oh, we've had financial crisis, hurricanes and wherever, and the market seems to put up with these things more than they should." And they end up surviving. Things continue on, and business is good once again. Everyone's happy. Hit a problem again. Panics, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I got those letters. Thank goodness. I only got one left." He opens it up. It says, "Time to start writing your 3 letters."
Thank you so much.
Speaking of playbooks.
Thank you so much for being with us.